Hi, this is Shifu Aaron from Dragon Phoenix Kung Fu in Asheville, North Carolina. Today's question is, why don't you spar like MMA schools? So MMA is kind of, we've got a bunch of different interest in martial arts. Everybody's got their different focus. MMA, they're looking at like, okay, what can win fights one-on-one in the ring? And so they practice a lot of that. And for them, that works great and it's excellent. Nothing wrong with that. Not everyone getting into martial arts is going to have the same reasons for getting into martial arts. And so if every martial arts school is like, all right, we're sparring like MMA, well, then a lot of people are going to be really discouraged and not want to get into it. So here at Dragon Phoenix, we got a number of different programs. We've got kids martial arts classes, kids kung fu classes, and something wise someone told me once is the first time the kid gets kicked in the face is usually their last day of class. And so with sparring, we got to introduce this lightly. And so we've got, in our kids' classes, we've got push hands, Tai Chi sparring, so we can practice a lot of the elements without worrying about anyone getting kicked or punched in the face. And then we've also got a standalone sparring class. And that's for the kids that are like, okay, yeah, I want to put on the pads. I want to like go for this. This feels like me. And so we've got that place for those students. But not everyone is required to do that. Okay. We've also got Tai Chi classes for older adults, and then the last thing they want to do is spar. They're focused mostly on their health. And so that's also a really important part of especially the internal martial arts styles. And then you look in MMA, about the average age is, gosh, roughly from 20s to maybe like mid 30s. And because, you know, while there's some really great fighting techniques involved in that whole realm of martial arts, it's also tough on the body. So, you know, once you start hitting your mid 30s, like it's easier to get hurt. It takes longer to heal up. Injuries are a little bit more permanent. You still got to go to work on Monday. And so, you know, we've got to take that into consideration for everybody and to be able to provide pathways to study martial arts. And for those who are interested in the more combative, the more, you know, MMA style stuff, we've got areas for that. And then those who are looking for being more like purist of it, more looking for the art, maybe looking more for health, maybe looking for like the mindset and all sorts of stuff, we've got classes for that. There's not one right or one wrong. It depends on what's right for you or what's wrong for you. So you've got to listen to yourself, maybe try out a few different types of classes, see what fits, what doesn't fit, ask questions. But yeah, not everybody spars like MMA. So don't let that discourage you, number one. So martial arts, a lot of places are very friendly. Safety is a big number one concern in every martial arts school. Nobody wants anyone getting hurt. And then find what works well for you. So look at different schools, ask questions of others, ask questions of yourself. Look at what your goals are, what you want to accomplish, and what feels right for you.